I want you to watch this all the way through. I have a little bit of a serious subject to talk about. Yes, what I want you to do is I want you to watch this clip. I found it on X, but I started, it's kind of traveling, and I've seen it on another social media. So let's watch this.
Hi, my name is Deborah. I'm on TikTok as Cat Mommy 2. I'm 66 years old, disabled, widowed, no family. I do have my 2 precious cats. And I found out this morning that in less than a week, I'm going to be homeless. I have no one to help me. I've reached out to every available charity in my area, but unfortunately, I'm a victim of Hurricane Helene in South Carolina, and there are no funds. FEMA won't even help. The tiny studio apartment I've got right now was damaged, and I have black mold in my apartment, and they won't fix it, and they told me they don't have any place to move me to. So the only other option for me is to move out. And I told them I couldn't afford to move out. So they took me to court and evicted me this morning. And within a week, I will be served with papers from the sheriffs giving me 24 hours to move out. I just want a roof over my head. I have a car. It's not in the best shape, but I don't want to live in my car. And I don't want to give up my 2 precious cats. They're all I've got. And I'm scared to ask for help because I'm not a beggar on TikTok. I truly just have needs for myself. I was scheduled to have 2 surgeries next week, and now I can't have that done. So I don't know how to ask for help. I've never done this before. If someone would please help me just to relocate somewhere safe so that I'm not on the streets and I'm not going hungry. That's all I want. I'm not a drug user. I don't need money for food because I do get food stamps. But if I have to live in my car, I have no place to cook. I have no place to shower. And I'm honestly just scared right now. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate all my friends that I have on TikTok. God is good, and I know He will look out for me. But I just want to get someplace safe. Thank you.
Okay. Well, what did you think? When I first saw it last night, I had mixed emotions going everywhere. I mean, I went from anger to bewilderment to love and compassion, and then to just a little confused about the whole thing. She's a 66-year-old female. She lives in South Carolina, and her home was affected by Hurricane Helene. Right? Did I get that right? And her house got damaged, and now it has black mold in it. So they're going to cut it off. They're going to condemn it, and she has 1 week to get out. She's widowed with no family. Okay, let me get cozy here. I took a few notes on my feelings of the whole thing. And I just wanted to present this to you. This is what's going on, everybody. This is going on all over. Well, the one thing that kind of surprised me, then I started reading all the comments. There were like thousands and thousands. I only read Well, I didn't read thousands and thousands of comments, replies, but most of the bulk of them were like, I can't believe this is happening. So many people used the word weep. I was weeping as I watched this, weeping. And I thought, well, I don't know, maybe I'm tainted, but I wasn't weeping. And gee, I wonder why I wasn't weeping. Because I see it all the time. It's out here. And then I started getting a little angry, like, did you people making these comments how, oh my gosh, we got to do something? I'm thinking, do they not know how many people are already out here who have been out here? And they're actually older, a lot older than 66. Well, I'm 71 and I'm out here. And I've mentioned before, I cannot afford rent anymore. I can't. And I can't buy a house. I don't have enough money for that. And I can't afford rent right now. I came into this lifestyle wanting to do it, but that was before COVID. That was before BlackRock was buying up all the property. Now, there's no way I can afford an apartment. Well, I suppose I could, but I certainly wouldn't eat. I wouldn't do anything else. Not on $1,000 Social Security. Now, I've had some of you say, oh, well, you make money off of your videos. Oh, contrary, very little. No, I don't make that much off of my videos at all. I enjoy doing them, and I do make a little bit extra so I can buy extra food. But the only thing it does is get me up to the level of normal men that on their Social Security, like maybe $1,400. Now I'm making $1,000 plus maybe $500. But even with that, I can get an apartment, and then I can buy food, and I can buy and electricity and Wi-Fi and gas. Yeah. So no, I'm out here too, and I thought there are so many people out here, senior citizens. There are 80-year-olds out here. Now, I understand that she's disabled, and I'm not mad at her. I feel she makes me want to cry too. She really does. And it's horrible. Everybody's got a story now. And any of y'all who are living in a house and you think you're okay, I don't know, are you? I've been hearing you think you own your own home, but you don't own it. The government can take it from you at any point. Boy, there's a bummer statement, isn't it? Sorry, don't mean to scare you, but they really can. They can come and take anything they want, really, and it's okay, and they will get away with it. Oh yeah, you can't fight them. Well, and there's a lot of people who are this close to living in their vehicle. And then she mentioned that she didn't want to live in a vehicle. She gets food stamps. I don't get food stamps, and a lot of these people out here don't get food stamps whatsoever. She gets food stamps, and I'm not going to deny her that, but she says, well, I wouldn't be able to cook my food. Well, she hasn't been watching my videos, has she? I know. I have over and over taught how to do it. Even in a sedan, I have had videos where you can do it in a sedan. Now, I don't know about her 2 cats. I mean, yeah. But there are people that do travel with big dogs and 2 cats. So, but she doesn't want to do that. And I could see why, because she doesn't know anything about it. So, I think that she looks like the sweetest lady in the world. I really do. And I just want the best for her. I really do. I saw this morning another follow-up where this one guy that she's got help. People rallied and helped her, which I think that's the way the world's supposed to work. We give all of our tax dollars for organizations that money's supposed to be earmarked for that particular issue, and it's not. It's being used for other things. They're just not helping. That organization that starts with an F. But it did make me think. Here's another thing that it made me think about is you can't be afraid of change. I don't know what her name is, but you can't be afraid of it. She's disabled. But I do know that there are many, 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 some of them without legs. They're veterans and they're disabled and they're homeless. And I know this thought ran through me. It wasn't nice. I will admit it though. And I thought, well, maybe if these veterans would go on TikTok and really authentically cry, which I'm sure they do in private, because they're so bummed out that nobody will help them. I'm sure they have their tears in private, but if they would just put them up on TikTok, maybe they would get some help. Because there's a whole lot of people out here. I see it at the parks that I travel to. And up in Flagstaff, oh my gosh, there are older women living in cars that are this far from being disabled. They can't walk very well. Their back is messed up. So this, I guess where my frustration comes in is that this is an issue that is out here, and anybody who isn't seeing it has their head in the sand. They're being an ostrich. This is happening, and it's happening to seniors every minute of the day. Yeah, because I see it. I'm out here. I'm the eyes and the ears of what's going on. At least in Arizona when I travel. And then previously with that, I could see it. People are having a hard time. And seniors, especially the women, they say that the most poverty stricken in this country now are elderly females. They're living in squalor poverty. Yeah. So we really do need to address that fact. And the reason is it's not a sexist thing. It's because of the generation that the elderly women came from. They were home taking care of the children. They didn't get good Social Security, okay? And I don't know what kind of Social Security this gal gets. She said she's a widow. So she's probably getting his Social Security was probably a whole lot better than mine. And she owns her home. Yeah, well, I'm living in a van. You know I love it. You know, I love my minivan. I do. But I don't like to hear of people who have no clue what's going on. And they're weeping over this woman, which is very touching. I'm not going to take that away. So don't judge me. And don't make comments like, oh, you're not very, I have a heart. You know I do. But I see so much more out here. I really do. So helping her is one step towards the correcting the problem. Okay, what else did I have? There's a lot of women in vans already out here, and we're senior citizens, some of them disabled, like I mentioned. Oh, let's talk about the people on the streets. Yeah, a lot of these people don't even have a vehicle. At least she would have had a car to go into. And I'll bet if she really had to, within a week, she would have went into the car. But it seems that she did get help. And because somebody noticed her, because she cried on TikTok. And somebody noticed it. So there's a trick, everybody. If you need help, go on TikTok and really tell your story. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm not berating her for that. But that seems to be the answer, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. There are a lot of seniors disabled in vans. I mentioned that. So let's get on to two issues I want to talk about. And she brought them up for me. If you know of anybody who might, if you suspect, or yourself, that a family member, a friend that you, or neighbor that you suspect that, she might be on the edge, you need to go tell them about van life. I mean, share my channel with them. If you look back, I've got video over video over video. I talk about how to do this. But she had 1 week. At least I could do it in a month, and that was really cutting corners. But she would, in a week, no, you have to be prepared. And I'll tell you another thing. Why? I just heard word that one of my family members, the corporation, that her husband is working at, they're going to lay off thousands of people at this big corporation. One of the largest corporations in the nation. Thousands. For now, his job is safe. For now. What's going to happen? They're going to lose their home? Yeah. He'll probably find something else. But seriously, in the meantime, yeah. You never know. So you have to be prepared. You have to have a savings. You have to be prepared. And what I've been saying over the past 5 years, I've had my YouTube channel, I've been saying, get yourself prepared. Get your garage, get a space in your garage if you have a garage. A lot of us don't have garages, so if you got a garage, you're doing pretty good, okay? But you need to have an area where you can start little by little stashing things that you're going to need in case the shit hits the fan, okay? And if you had to be out within a week and you had a car, well, yeah, you can move. You can pack your stuff up and put your cats in there, get some kitty litter, and you can do it. And then she said, I didn't know where to take showers. Well, she has no clue because nobody showed her van life. So maybe if we kind of move this along, but show her my channel. I could use the views, right? Share my channel with your friends and family and neighbors. Because I have a lot of instructional videos. Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness. $10 a month. Yeah, $10 a month. Now, if she moves to another state, she may lose her food stamps, but she could always reside here and get on food stamps again, or visit the senior centers, the food banks, and all of that. I've been going to senior center. I've been there twice again, and they got good meals. I'm not I changed my diet, so I'm not really, I kind of looked at it, I said, I wonder what's in here. Are there chemicals and toxins, But I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to go every day, but I am enjoying it. There's senior centers, yeah. And get yourself ready. Don't wait till the last minute. If you need to get out of Dodge, or you're being kicked out of your home, they've taken your home, or they condemned your home, you need to be able to get it inside your minivan or whatever. And if you have a car, then rent or buy a little trailer in the back. Why not? She didn't look destitute. She really didn't. She could get a little trailer that she could pull using her sedan. And then she could have her car. I've seen people in sedans, they take out the back seat and they clean out the trunk really well. Then when they sleep, they can actually, let's say this is a trunk area, you can sleep like this and you just put your feet towards the back of the car. I've seen that. It looks kind of cozy. I sleep here in my minivan. And here's another thing I found. Okay, this is my last. She looks like a wonderful woman. I'd love to meet her. But she's only 66. She looks like she's probably about 80. Did she not? And so here's my other thing, and I'm not going to berate her for it. Things happen. We all know it does. But if there's any way that you can continue staying fit, getting to the gym, eating right, do it. You need to push yourself and do it. Don't just sit and rot in a chair. Don't do that. Because what I have found, if you get into the nomad life, I think people say when I first became a nomad, I look younger now than I did before, and I'll tell you why. Because of the lifestyle. It really perks you up. It really does. You're on the move all the time. This morning I was at the park. I was up at the butt crack of dawn, and I was carrying, and I wasn't afraid. And it takes away your fear. You have to be courageous. You learn courage and bravery. Courage is when you might be afraid in the beginning, but you do it anyways. And that's how you gain courage and bravery. You do it. I just walked over and I found the electrical outlets and I plugged it in, and then I was going back and forth to my van way out, and I had to walk back and forth, and I got my exercise equipment out, my weights, my band, and something to put down on the picnic table. And I made coffee out there. Look, I'm out and I'm looking at the stars and I'm seeing things. There is no sitting in a lazy boy chair, rotting away. That is the reason I am staying younger at 71. Yeah, I mean, I'm 5 years older than that woman. And I don't know what her issue was. And these things come up. I'm not going to berate her for that. I'm not putting her down. I'm not judging her. But what I'm saying is that had she decided, well, maybe I will try it and do something brave, I'll bet she would have been able to figure it out. And it may have added 5 years onto her life by figuring it out. Well, that's my commentary for the day. This is what I have to say about that. And I like I said, I do not deny her anything. And I knew she was sincere. And it touched my heart. But it brought up all these other emotions because I'm out here too. I don't have a home. I'm living in my vehicle. I learned how to cook in my van. I learned how to survive in my van. And I did it. And I made plans. And I learned. I'd been watching Bob Wells, Cheap RV Living for a few years before I ever wanted to do it. So, bravery, getting out of your comfort zone, keeping yourself fit and trim. And people, we need to open our eyes. Anybody who does it, if you're watching me, you know. But other people need to know. This is going on. There are heartbreaking stories right and left of people, senior citizens, old and disabled, living on the streets or in beat up cars. Okay, well, this wasn't your happiest of videos, but it needed to be said, didn't it? Yeah. Okay, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps support me. I'm living in my van. I'm homeless. People say, no, you're not homeless. Hey, look, I poop in a bucket, okay? I'm homeless, okay? It's just that I have a nice little place to sleep at night, okay? But I do not have a house, okay? I'm in an 8x5, maybe. This is 8x5, but even these things take up space, right? I'm in a little cubicle. I'm in a little pod, right? So, yeah, I'll share my videos so that I can, support myself too, right? Because I don't get food. I get no assistance whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, and I got the book, How to Live in a Minivan, The Minivan Leeway. Buy it on Amazon. And I've got minivanlee.com. Okay, I'm not going to cry on TikTok, but I could use support too, okay? And I'm actually giving you some free entertainment. You don't have to pay to watch these videos. You don't have to pay to watch me. So yeah, I could use some support too. So I can buy food and buy the things that I need, okay? And let's see what else. Oh, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And if you want to judge me, don't leave me a bad comment, okay? Because I tell the truth. I tell it like it is. I tell it like what's going on out here. Because I'm seeing it, okay? I love you. I love you guys. I really do. Tomorrow.